Okay. Well, let's go. Three, two, one. Going live. Going live. Okay, hi guys. In the Next Level Transformation Hub, today I have a Kose from Neuro and Coding. Hi, Kose. How are you?
Hi Ingrid, hi everybody.
Yeah, so
Feel great to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. I really appreciate your
absolutely.
time and space.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me. We've been working together for the past year. Oh no,
Yes.
from last year sometime. Yeah, end of last year. So we know each other from the neuro encoding. I was like, yeah, well, let's bring Kase here. Kase, what would you like to talk today about? I know we have so much.
So what I want to talk about it is just like the importance for people to pursue the dreams so that the way they can live the desired lives. I think that's where everything begins for us, especially where right now we see so many people struggling with depressions, anxiety, all these negative emotions, and trying to fit in places and all those things. And I think we humanity start to forgetting exactly like, who am I? Those, I think, there's something really important right now that needs to be talked about.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about that then. Let's dive deeper. If you would like, how did you started all that? It's so interesting.
I always say I'm a result of COVID, COVID-19 2020, because before that, I spent most of my life working in a restaurant industry for almost 25 years. And when COVID hit, everything got closed. My job got closed, so I had to stay home for a little bit. And then I went to do landscaping for a little bit. And I
Yeah.
started listening to some personal development books,
Mm-hmm.
audiobooks. I don't know how to read. I know how to read. I cannot read. I'm good with audio and vision.
Yeah.
So I started listening to those things, and
Yeah.
before that, my life, I always felt like I had more meaning, like I had something more than just that. And I had a lot of struggle with addictions, alcohol, and also like some emotional problems like self-worth,
Mm.
self-confidence. Before COVID, Ingrida, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you go to my Facebook, you're not gonna find any picture of video of me, nothing. My wife created my page, I think in like 2018, 2017. But before that, like, I wasn't the kind of person, I have the courage to be in a camera or doing these things, like nothing today.
Mm.
So when COVID came, this when I started hitting me, starting asking me these questions first, like, what is my purpose? Like, what actually, why am I still alive after being suicidal? Not one time, few times.
Mm.
Like, why am I alive? And this when I started looking back and I realized that because my wife and I, we come from the same background, and I noticed that what gave me the chance to transform my life was trying to help my wife to overcome the same obstacles that I have. So by me trying to help her, I was helping myself. From there, my second question was like, okay, so who am I? Because all my behaviors were related to what my ancestors, friends, society. And I started realizing that I had forget about myself, like what makes me me, like what I love to do, like what am I passionate about,
Mm.
what I want to pursue. And I started going back in time, just thinking about myself a little bit, what are my beliefs? Do I believe in something for myself, or do I believe something because somebody told me this? This how my journey started to me to be here. And then from there, obviously, starting meeting to Tony Robbins, the famous Tony Robbins, right? Dean Graziosi, and then following to neuroencoding.
Yeah.
The neuroencoding has been to me the biggest part, I think, to actually be here right now, because neuroencoding is just not another tool, it's something special. They help you to connect your true identity with purpose, who we really are, because everything it happens in this here.
Mhm.
So no matter what we want to achieve in life, what we want to do in life, if we don't have the psychology to do those things, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter like if people think they like me, right? It used to be like purpose is this big word. It is so hard to understand it and get it. What I have found out is that we all have different purposes. We all do, and we all are at different stages of those purposes. The question is, here we go again, like, where am I right now? What is my purpose at the moment? And this also thanks to your group that you invite me, right? Like the next level transformation. And this is what it is. Because one of the biggest purpose of life is to keep growing. And this is why I struggled myself for many years because my brain got stuck, let's say when I was 18, 20 years old, parties and all this
Mm.
crazy life because it's the age. My brain got stuck over there. I forget that I need to keep growing. When I realized it, that I need to upgrade to reboot my brain.
Yeah.
when I needed to change my identity to who I'm actually was at the time because now I'm 35, 38 years old. I'm not 20 anymore. And I see that in many people right now. They are still living at those ages or even worse. They are living in fear,
Yeah.
self-doubt, just because of the limited beliefs that our ancestors have teach us. And this is what creates a lot of chaos. So yeah, so this is how I am here. And I'm so thankful to you.
Thank you so much for being here. And could you please just talk about how neuro and coding helped you? When did you join, by the way?
Hold on, my battery's dying. One
Yeah,
second
yeah, well, let's
before
do
it
that.
dies.
Batteries first is very
Okay.
important.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you repeat your question?
Yeah, yeah. I just out of the curiosity, because neuro encoding is so, guys, so powerful. You shift your identity, you shift everything. You become completely new person in such a short period of time, right? I remember I started last year, end of last year, and I didn't know what was going on with me. Like it was happening so fast. I had so many limiting beliefs about why I can do this group, why I can do certain things in life. They all those lies that I told to myself. And then Dr. Stephen Crawford was the one who actually challenged me in neuroencoding and said something, well, why don't you do this now, like, and I thought this is too big for me, the goal that I want to do this, the group. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm just gonna go and do it. And this is because of the neuroencoding. So I just want to know, because we fellow neuroencoders together with you, how was in your case, how did you experience the change when you started doing the neuroencoding? How did you manage to go through the change so fast? Because it happened so fast.
I don't know if you remember just a year ago when I started with my first years with the New Korean community, I was terrified to ask questions. And even how I talk, my confidence wasn't where I am right now. I always have a lot of self-doubt. Here is what happens with neuroencoding. The community of neuroencoding, I think, is the family that many of us we have been looking for to find a place like yours here too, when you can feel comfortable exposing yourself. It's something really important, like the importance of the community, the people you are surrounded by. Just the one thing. Now, when it comes to the tools, it has to do everything with celebration and rehearsal. I think this is in the simplicity, right? One of the values, the simplicity, like it's not rocket science, as our mentor Joseph says. It's not. And I use this analogy a lot too. I copy from Joseph, but it just makes sense. When we were babies, how we start talking and walking, we were not perfect, but it's
Mm.
the trying. The trying. So when babies try, either talking or walking, and parents, what we do is celebrate them because they try. So we try again.
Yay, baby works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what I used to do with myself when I tried something and I didn't get the results, all this self-talk, instead of helping me improve, I go down. Now, when I try something and I celebrate, it just give me this feeling of wanting to do more, to keep moving forward. Doesn't matter if I didn't get the result the one time. I know I'm gonna get it. I know it's coming for me. I just need to keep doing it. So neuroencoding is something really simple. It's
Mm.
changing our beliefs, taking action because it's obviously doing the work, celebrating no matter what.
Mm. Yeah.
I think those are the important things, and that's how neuroencoding has helping me to grow faster than I used to be.
Yeah. Oh my God. And the community in the neural encoding, it's so powerful as well because we all so focused and to grow, to support each other, to celebrate each other. How cool is, when you know that you can share things, not perfect, okay, I tried and I maybe failed, well, lesson, not a mistake. And then everyone is celebrating you and sharing you like every time, like, it's just beautiful. The people we are becoming, encouraging other people to do the same. Just go, doesn't matter. Just, okay, failed, move on. Just love that approach, Jose, so much. It's so powerful. Yeah. And repetition,
Yes,
repetition.
yes. And this is the importance of a community like this,
Yeah.
where you are able to be where you are, but knowing that you are stepping out of your comfort zone to grow, and
Yeah.
then nobody's judging you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it is powerful something, and then you can become who you always were, to connect with your heart. What do we say? As you think, so you feel,
Feel,
as you feel,
so you do,
as you do.
as you do, so you have.
So to upgrade this machine, right?
Think, feel, do, have. And most of the people that I'm listening to, they say, I don't know if you know David Goggins. He's like one of the tough people in the world. He's an ex-Marine. He's
Okay.
from the Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
And he said that he doesn't wait to feel good to do it. What he doesn't has understand is that what he's thinking, he's feeling proud of himself to do the things that he's doing, and that's why he does what he does, and this why he become who he has become.
Yeah. So knowing
So
your
it is as simple, applies to everybody. It's just the words that we're repeating ourselves.
yeah.
Because if we thinking that we cannot do it, or that I'm gonna fail, it's not gonna come out perfect, I'm not looking good, my voice doesn't sound right. If we try, of course, I'm gonna look at the camera when I record my video of myself, whatever, right? Yeah, I don't look right. Yeah, my voice doesn't sound right. Because we already say it and we're behaving how we say it. So we get the results that we thought. Now, if we understand it, now by me saying, you know what, I'm gonna do it. This is my voice. This is me. And I'm gonna celebrate no matter what. So now I don't have depression. I'm just doing it because I'm going to celebrate something that I'm doing it no matter what.
I know.
And this is what it gave me the peace, the peace and confidence for me to show up in cameras, do live videos, talk to people, because it's the journey, it's the process.
And because if someone is suffering depression, right? Can neuroencoding help these people to actually change their brain, rewire everything so they don't have that? Or is there still going to be something that you maybe need medication, or I don't know, your opinion, please?
My opinion in my experience.
In experience, yeah, experience, please, yeah.
And opinions and experience, yes, it does help. And as we have been taught, and we got to be honest, not honest, we got to truth to people that we talk about it. We do need to mention to them that first they got to check with their doctor if they're checking with the doctor, or check a doctor if they have to. Because yes, there are possibilities. Some people, not everybody, some people, few, they actually do need some medication, or sometimes depression can even be from the eating disorder, because they don't have the nutrients that the brain needs. But if they have find out that they have a healthy diet, and the doctors, psychology, whatever, they tell them they just need medication, whatever, and they start trying some of these processes, and they start realizing that they do not need medication. And I have cases like that where they stop taking medication. Why? Because depression, what I have found out, what I have learned many times, it's just a person that is hiding behind the medication, behind the drugs or alcohol consumption. They need to express himself. They need to be able to explore those feelings, those emotions. It got stuck from something that happened in the past. And they are not able to find a place or a space when I can say how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what happened to me, and be able to change the meaning to what happened in the past, or to what they want right now. Just let's be able to create a new future, a compelling future, something that sounds to you, that is what you want. Because as mentioned to you, as me, many people, we are doing things and living lives because of other people. We're trying to fit in with people just to be like.
Yeah.
And this is where most of the people are suffering depression right now.
Yeah.
So yes, neuroencoding can help.
Yeah. And how long it took for you to actually feel better?
To me, to actually feel better, it was before I spent like 18 years, okay, hiding my true self. Like I tell people, I do not know exactly how depression or anxiety feel, because when I started feeling it, I used to hide under drugs or alcohol, right? This is what I'm like, yeah, but here is the thing. When we start having the courage to be able to say the things that we need to say, to be able to be the person that I want to be, start pursuing my dream, start forgetting about what other people say. So it's just a mental change. To me, it might took me months, a year, but at the time I didn't have neuroencoding tools.
Yeah.
I just helped somebody that was actually struggling bad. It took me weeks for the person actually start feeling great and start doing the things that the person wanted to do. Just weeks. And she even told me, you know what? They took down my medication. I'm like, oh, wow, really? She's like, yeah, they actually took down my medication. I don't need to take that much. I'm like, that is so powerful. Why? It's just because the power of neural encoding, the power of being able to change those things over here. And also because neural encoding is not just the thinking.
Mm,
Neural encoding also knows that it has to be back up with other levels of energy.
mm, yeah.
Because many people just need movement, just need some energy so they can start thinking again.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's so powerful because yesterday we were with Joseph on the call, and Joseph, he's so good, and he like everything it goes so simple the way because energy is everything. If you don't have energy, like it's just so hard to move forward, to go ahead, to be motivated. But really, the energy is just so simple to make that energy. One of making energy, what do we need? To breathe. And the way we breathe, shallow. So of
Yeah.
course, all the cells, how many cells we have? Plenty. They're gonna be deprived of oxygen, and then it's so hard then to pick you up and just things like that, like um t- to to help yourself by deep breathing, by movement, as you were saying.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm predicting this. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. I hope not. If we or people like us keep working to this direction, like helping people, because we are being exposed daily to all this marketing of get everything easy.
Mm.
And there is a scene from what's the name of the movie? Oh my God, it's a robot movie. I forgot what is the name of the movie.
Maybe
Where planet Earth gets destroyed. So now they're living in the space. And the robots are taking care of humans. Oh, Wally. My son is Wally. I don't know if you have watched Wally. Wally. So almost at the end of the movie, where humans are in the space and they are eating everything to straw in all this fake world. And this seems making me realize that I think that's where humanity is pointing to. Why? Electric bikes, electric scooters, everything delivered to your house, bigger screens, more internet. So according to what social media is showing right now, you don't have to do anything to feel good yourself. You can just push buttons and get everything
Mm.
to you. And we forget that humans need movement,
Yeah,
need physical challenge,
exactly.
just to be able to produce all those chemicals in our brains that make us feel alive.
I totally with you. Yeah,
Yes.
movement is so important. And yeah, you're so right. And what we do just a little bit to get somewhere, I'll take a car, scooter, or whatever, as little movement as possible. So of course,
Yes.
there's gonna be
Yeah.
stagnation in energy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And is there anything for the community, if you could give maybe some tips that we could feel a little bit better? Is there anything maybe you do some morning routines, maybe you practicing something that helps you because you have lots of experience yourself. You went through a lot of things like depression. So you're very knowledgeable, plus you all, certified
This
with
is
meditating.
this is the question that I would keep hearing, and people wants to solve this problem.
Mm.
And there is a lot of self-help of how do I stop thinking, because it used to be me how I stopped thinking, and I was the kind of person that when before all this, I need to have music, I need to have the TV on, I need to have something so my brain doesn't start going nuts, going to all those negative emotions that I don't want to do. And this is what I wanted to touch this point, because your brain cannot stop thinking unless we die. what our brain needs, because this is a machine to create. If you actually want to take control of your mind, give your mind directions. What I mean by that is start thinking as something that you can create.
Yeah.
Her purpose. Her purpose that how can you create something? How can you learn something? So the way you can refocus your mind. And this is what actually helped me a lot. Just to having something that I need to learn, something that I need to think. Now, the other thing is try to stay away from news.
Mm.
Because I stopped listening to news and my life changed so much. There's so much bad stuff going in the world. And I don't know if you're gonna agree with me, Ingrid, but seems like this happens every year, every month, somewhere,
Everything bad on
somewhere.
the news. Yeah.
And if you are watching that, how you gonna live your life? How you gonna be able to do the things you want to do? How you gonna be able to connect with people if we are living on the fear created by all this social media? If you are able to stay away from news, don't worry. If the world is ending, somebody's gonna come and tell you, because people come and tell me every time about something is going on in the world. The news comes to me no matter what, but they come in small doses. I don't have to be listening all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you start thinking like what actually you truly want, what is something that you can start dedicating your free time, your mind for you, and start avoiding those social media things, you're going to start finding yourself and discovering yourself. Because most of us wanted to have a bigger connection with God, life, spiritual life. We all want it and we all need it. And we only going to find it out when we start to spend more time with ourselves.
Mm.
And this is how I am being able to find peace within me. Not about trying to pursue all these material things. No, it's just know what I want. Who am I? Spending time with myself. And as you know, I think the first 15, 30 minutes of your morning create the routine, the
Mm.
ritual. That's the most important thing. The 15, 30 minutes for yourself. And this is what I tell people. You're going to find out if you have a repetition on that, you might need, and you might end up sleeping less. But the 15, 30 minutes that you're dedicating to yourself, you're going to find yourself functioning better to the rest of your day. I hope that is helpful.
It is. It is. It is. I actually don't watch TV at all. I even don't know what's on the news. So in the interviews, after we finish, people usually tell me what's on the news. I was like, I know a clue. I think we okay. There's no word. I think. And then, yeah, the other lady was saying, but you know what's happening in America? I said, no idea what is happening. I even don't know what is happening here. But it's good because your subconscious, especially okay, if you watch this a little bit and you conscious, watching, but if you constantly watching and you're doing something else, your subconscious is always gonna listen, and then you don't understand. Well, why do I afraid certain things? Well, why I feel this way? It's better not to, and then you feel amazing and always happy because you don't know
Yes.
anything.
Let's remember that we attract who we are.
Yeah.
So if we are feeling great, if we are doing good things, we are going to be attracting good things and we are going to attracting great people.
Yeah. And because before we go, I respect your time. We're nearly there. Before you go, do yourself and your wife, you both practicing like the rituals. So you on like you both doing like morning routines, things like that, and supporting each other. Oh, how does that work?
So this is the challenge that I see most of the couples go through. What I have learned to do, because this is something real, we are able to influence people.
Yeah.
And by me being able to start my own transformations, I have been seeing the changes in her. Not by me telling her what to do, because I used to be the kind of person like, do this, let's do this. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. But I'm letting her be. But she's noticing my changes in me, my transformation in me, and she gets curious about those things.
So good.
So I think it's leading by example with our partners, because sometimes, and this is what I know too, like we not all we learn the same thing, the same way.
Yeah.
We all learn different ways, and she might be able to connect in a different way we got, but also what she's been doing with her life, how she has transformed her life. That's amazing.
So we want to
And this is what I say, like the power of purpose is
Yeah.
amazing.
Love it. It's amazing. And one more question before I let you
Yes.
go. When you hear these words, next level or next level transformation, the first thoughts that are coming to your mind.
The first thing that comes to my mind is moving myself to my better me.
Mm,
And this is something that needs to keep happening every day. This is not just the one thing. Next level transformation is either we dying,
mm,
because this is what it is. We don't stay the same. Either the person starts to die or move to the better self. So next level transformation, I believe, applies to everybody, because we all need to keep moving forward.
amazing. I love it, Jose. So thank you so much for coming to talk to me here and with people. And thank you so much, Next Level, for watching. Jose, any final words before we stop this live video? Any final words that you would like to say?
Final words. We are here to live. What I'm saying by that is, make sure you pursue your dream, become the person you were born to be. I think this is the most important thing. Is the only way how can you actually find true joy in life, and this when life makes sense to you. Because while we live in somebody else's life and dream, nothing makes sense.
Oh.
But when we start living our life, our purpose, life makes sense. It's so important. And thank you. Thank you so much, Ingrid.
Thank you so much, Jose. Appreciate you a lot. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. Till the next time. Bye. Bye. Let me see if I stop. We still live? Oh, for some reason. Okay.